chat. Lordy. We've got the Vodalian Hexcatcher. Turn all of your merfolk into curse catchers, who we notably do not have on this platform yet. Has flash, so can be used as a combat trick. And makes your fish bigger. We've got Master of the Pearl Trident, Merfolk Mistbinder, as well as Merrow Reejerey as other lords on this platform. So we've got 16 lords here. We've got 8 1-drops. We've got Silvergill Adept. We've got some Glasspool Mimics and some Sea and Sky. We've got a couple of Borrowers as a utility card. And we've got 4 Collected Company, kind of putting a bow on it at the top end of the curve. Let's go ahead and pop on into some matches of Historic and get ourselves Supreme Verdicted. I mean, play some matches. This can exile islands from our hand, so if we play Secluded Courtyard, we can upgrade this into a tropical island. Sounds good. The rest of our hand is pretty good, so I don't really want to exile anything else. Might as well get a little bit of an upgrade here. Land rolled out here. We get to go tapped land. Ooh, I get to go 1-drop, 2-drop into land company. Okay, a little Kiln Fiend action going on the other side here, it looks like. So, yeah, I guess we just roll the Collected Company, right? And then if we manage to spike an untapped land next turn, we get to go this. We're open for 2 lords here. Take your pick, chat. Take your pick. Maybe I should have taken the one that lets me counterspell, huh? I took the one that was slightly bigger stat line, but yeah, maybe I should have Hexcatchered there. Then I could have traded one of these and saved the Lord, and then I could have attacked with the other ones. Yeah, they're gonna get to play with fire this. Do I want to trade one of these in for 6 points of damage? I guess I do. Yeah, Reejerey was one. I should have taken the Hexcatcher on the other. Yeah, if I hadn't messed this up, we'd be winning this. We might still win here. It feels like they're on nothing. They're on nothing, they're dead, right? Alright, red prowess. Shaper Sanctuary is probably good here, right? Brazen Borrower is probably a little medium. We have a ton of company hits. We're still on 34 hits even after we cut a couple. Do I want Aether Gust? I guess Aether Gust resetting one of their things is like probably fine, right? Sea and Sky is probably a little bit slow and their things get bigger so it gets outclassed by it. Let's do this. This gets bigger if we have another Merfolk in play too, right? Yeah. This is technically the worst of the two lords. This one gives a little bit of an edge if there's a surprise island in their deck. Well, this gets to attack again. And then next turn, maybe we spike a couple of lords. The electrostatic infantry continue to apply a lot of pressure here. Is it worth getting in 3 more points of damage here for the sake of having the collected company happen now? I feel like I'm supposed to end step this company. I guess I can't really take this hit, though. They could just have 2 removal spells rolled up, though. We're probably dead here regardless. We'll see what they do. They play like a Layla pre-combat. We could also just get like blasted to the dome here a bunch. Triple land's a good beat. That's dead, right? Yeah, because these triple. So take Exaxes here. And even if we weren't taking Exaxes, like having to throw away all, but wait. Oh, it only had 5 attack. Got it. I say even if we're not taking Exaxes, we're still kind of up a creek without a paddle here. If like spells kill us. Untapped lands kill us. We are sleeping with the fishes at the end of this game. That's fine. Game 3 on the play. Get to run it back. I don't think this is a Savage Swipe matchup. I think less is more. We'll just have the Aether Gust and the Shaper Sanctuary as a couple of cards. Do we greed on the Glasspool, chat? I don't want to greed. So if I play the breeding pool, this becomes a 2/2 and I can attack with it. And like worst case, if this ends up needing to be a land, I can go 3-drop into 3-drop tap land into collect a company, be 1 turn behind, right? Oh my god, how does my creature deck ever beat a Molten Impact, chat? How do I ever beat a Molten Impact? Definitely feels like a Coco angle. Although the downside to accompanying on an empty board is any glass pools I hit don't have anything to copy. Did I remove Coppola from the board? Well, the list I started with didn't have that card in it. So no, I didn't remove it. It just wasn't there to start. Apologies for playing the wrong version of the tier 4 deck. Never changed Twitch chat. Unfortunately, casting this one doesn't count as a Merfolk spell. But these are still 5/5s, so let's attack. For those of you that are at home taking notes, somebody please write down being on the play is busted. We beat Molten Impact, chat. We figured it out. End step, Lord, untap, Lord, Lordy. Win the die roll and flood the board. The fish go wide and tall. It's a little medium, but cast all of our spells. My kingdom for the old Shockland interface back. Okay, chat, here's a question. What do you think happens first? Do we get back the old Shockland interface, or do we get back the old sideboarding interface? Which of those two things are more likely to happen first? Trick question, we get neither. Yeah, that's probably the reality we live in, huh? I'll play the Hexcatcher here so we can counter sweepers. This is any non-creature spell, right? So we counter Liliana here too. Lords here, get your merfolk lords, swim with the fishes. For those of you taking notes at home, you should keep track here that I very carefully left the Collected Company on top of my deck, so that way I could sidestep the Thoughtseize. You want to make sure to execute a similar strategy if you play this deck at home. Magic is a really skill-based game, and you gotta bob and weave through these things very carefully. Like a lethal fish to me, chat. Hey, diddle diddle. The Scavenging Ooze and the Fiddle. The Merfolk jumped over the board. I think they have enough Doomblades for Shaper's Sanctuary to be good. I'm kind of feeling a run it back angle, chat. Anybody else feeling a run it back angle? Because, like, Sanctuary doesn't stop Liliana Edicts. We've got, like, some spot removal. They probably got sweepers, too, post-board, right? We could play Spell Pierce. We could, like, swap the Borrowers for the Pierce, but the Borrowers tempoing something on board occasionally seems fine. Click submit as a drug. You're not wrong. Game 2 is just for getting more info for Game 3 on the play. If that ain't the eternal aggro life mood, I don't know what is. Rev it up, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Now, some of you would bottom a Merfolk Mistbinder and play a Glasspool Mimic on turn 1. I, however, am not a coward, so we're going to bottom the Glasspool Mimic and keep the other 6. You can't let the fear into your dojo, chat. You gotta stay strong. Alright, they should take our Silvergill Adept here. They've chosen incorrectly. See, chat, when you're playing a fair deck, take the card the 2-for-1's you. Alright. So let's find out if we should have been scared. Uh-oh, chat. Is our hand going to be found inside of the cookie jar? All right, hand, meet the cookie jar. I thought greed was good, shit. Did you all believe at home? This feels like a lack of belief situation. Wait, uncommons used to have animations? Yes, back in the before time. So, chat, I'm going to explain to you what has happened in Magic Arena in real time. So when they first released Magic Arena, there was a good amount of investment in it. It was a new product. They wanted to get it to market reasonably. But now that Magic Arena has been out for a little bit, they've realized that they can continue slowly removing resources from the Magic Arena team and still ultimately make the same amount of money. So really, why would they bother with putting more investments into the platform if it makes the same amount of money? Or more, potentially. That's true. There's a very good chance as they invest less money, they continue to make more. Now this is gonna be a real solid swing here, Chip. Hey, diddle diddle, the Merfolk and the Fiddle, the 5/5s cracked their way across the board. Any Merfolk or untapped land? Any Merfolk or untapped land? Cursed, chat. What a cursed draw. So much of our deck was the simple things we requested. So very much. Well, I'm kind of... Well, I guess they're worried about me tapping their only blocker, huh? Excuse me? You what? You what? Am I supposed to attack them to 1, or am I supposed to company this turn? We're just supposed to company and force their stuff off the board, right? Alright, Abyss you, put you to 2. I almost feel kind of bad bullying someone that was trying to play Tireless Tracker, chat. I almost feel bad. Fish can never be the bad guy, but we're close. Hey, thanks, Sir Swanee. Appreciate your rep of the Prime. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Tireless Tracker. Listen, chat, I've explained this before, but asking yourself, are we the bad guy playing Merfolk here, implies the existence of good guys. And Historic is what I like to refer to as a Batman situation. There aren't any good guys in Historic. There is, however, a billionaire that dresses up in spandex and beats up the mentally unwell, who you could root for if you're so inclined. I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying some people choose to. Shoreline Scout is so good. This is such a gas digital design. Just like, yes, let me turn this extra fish into a tropical island. Sign me up. What size are the Merfolk spandex? Asking the real questions. Alright, so we'll pitch the Shoreline Scout here. So that way we can guarantee the 4th land for the Collecting Company next turn. They're seizing my thoughts, chat. Look at these thought police coming into my head and taking my thoughts away. Now, the good news about having a 5th land is that Silvergill Adept is castable now if we draw it empty-handed, which is nice. Obviously, Collecting Company is the best draw in our deck at this point. I assume this trade's for an Arcanist, but, like, we're not going to get a better trade than that down the line, so I think we just take it when offered. Punish for holding the land in hand. Wanted to potentially use it as a utility. Naturally, we'll draw Silvergill Adept this turn now, I suppose. That's just how it be. We're gonna play this one out since they have Crocs in the mid now. Well, so Liliana, I assumed, was down-ticking 2 mo's. So as long as I had a creature in play, I think the card in my hand was safe from Lily. Crocs is a consideration, though. They typically put, like, 2 of that card. Alright, we can call this good enough. This matchup's probably not great for us. Definitely a Shaper, Sanctuary in, Brazen Borrower out angle. I don't know if this is a Spell Pierce matchup or not. I feel like no. Maybe on the draw we'll Spell Pierce. What's going on, Hutch? Thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. You want hers? I don't really like boarding it. I guess they have Arcanist too. Yeah, we should bring in hers if there's a game 3. I don't like bringing in hers for just Croxa, but it's been a while since I played against the Dreadhorde Arcanist. I like it against Arcanist on top of Croxa. That's a good shout. Afternoon Arctic Fox. Yep. Find out if this feels good enough. Upgrade the island to a trop. Quality trade there for us. No Bone Crusher Giants, a good beat. I guess with Arcanist, they're probably less likely to have Bone Daddy, right? Ogo, thanks for the 27 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Your Wednesday's going well. Okay, we get to safely Glasspool the Merrow Reejerey, which is great. I would love to draw a 2-mana Lord, so we could go 2-mana Lord into Glasspool. Never lucky. Offer this trade here. Not going to offer the Reejerey for their things, though. Alright, Kalitas versus a 6th land. Pretty easy matchup for Kalitas, I'm told. Onward, upwards, backwards, forwards. Smells like sushi. We're gonna use that more today. That's a good line. Smells like sushi. Do 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 do. What's going on, Wargy? Thanks for the prime. Appreciate the 35 months. A merchant with shield dread. Yeah, I can see that maybe being okay. I think I want to keep the sea and sky. Weird that it didn't let you attach a message. I know Prime subs are kind of pimpy with where it lines them up at exactly. Alright, it's a tap land for next turn. Oh! Oh, I could have mastered for... Island Walk there to hit that. Maybe that's right. I kind of wanted to hold up Curse Catcher to counterspell an instant or sorcery. Yeah, I should have just set it for 3. Mistakes were made. Forgot about the old Island Walk chip. Island is your land. Island is my land. We are unblockable, all the fish. Do 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 do. Ourselves a tippity tap land. Is there an enigmatic incarnation docket on the docket for historic? Yeah, probably. We haven't done that since Siege Rhino dropped yet, right? Should get around to that at some point. Blocks, friends. Yeah, we had a handful of donation decks that came through because of the Green Chef promo. Anybody that signs up for that using my link gets a deck submission, so we're through most of those at this point. So we're have me picking out some stuff again. 14. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I guess this one's not unblockable though, right? It could be right to hold up Brazen Borrower here. Hey, OB. Thanks for the big 2-0. Appreciate the 20 months. Welcome back. Yeah, the domain O-ring cheating you to 7 drops is also kind of interesting. Yeah, I was kind of surprised they put the Island Walk ward on this platform. Purse is obviously good here. I think that's it. Brazen Borrower tempos them a little bit. We probably don't really need the grindy value of Sea and Sky, so we'll swap those out for Hearse. I think Mutate's just too slow and bad for Explorer, unfortunately. Non-rotating formats tend to be more brutal than that type of deck needs to be able to try and go. And Archetype was like barely standard playable. No sideboard hate card, no 1-drop, no third land. I think we mulligan. I'll have mutate too. It's kind of big sad that it doesn't work. Alright, so I think we actually Glasspool tapped here, so I could Silvergill on 2, revealing Shoreline Scout. Believed ship. Why would they make the set mechanic better when they could make Shark Typhoon? LOL. Alright, chat, they're on a boat. We knew that was coming. Hey, did you see us play Sultai Flash Had Matter? It's up on the YouTube channel. It was a Slitherwisp deck, and I had a really good time with it. We played it last week, earlier this week? Last week, I think. All the days blur, chip. I'm decline attacking for 4 here, because in the event they have like a fatal push, I don't want to trade my Silvergill for their Diviner, I don't think. Nice, dude. Okay, so we Shoreline Scout our Shoreline Scout. And then passing is bad against a counterspell, but it's better into their attack, so they don't know how large our creatures are going to be. Oh, we could die to this suspicious stowaway, right? There's a world where we die to the stowaway here. They have to discard 5 spells, or 4 spells. So we need them to have 4 lands and 7 cards here. Wow! Sometimes lucky. Are they dead to a Merfolk Lord? They are, right? If I draw one, because it'll tap the Raffine. We tap the Raffine and then we attack for lethal. I think, right? 13, 16. Yeah, I believe that's lethal. It's exactly 20. Merrow Reejerey is such a subtly powerful card. You're like, you read it at first and you're like, this is fine. And then like you start playing with it and you're like, oh god, this like lets me flood the board and it like taps blockers. It does a little bit of everything. Shout out to our friend the Cursecatcher Lord for letting us protect our boy there. Yeah, Hexcatcher was also the story of why that was good, right? We definitely committed a robbery there. There was a little bit of grand larceny. So what's a little grand larceny between friends, though, really? It's a phishing scheme. He's dead, Jim. You've murdered him. Are you happy? Are you pleased with yourself, red-black mid-range? Ooh, that's a fun one. Hey, collect the company, please. To me, my company. It could be a Shadow deck. They could also just be like red-black with Shadow Heart. I think Shadow Heart's a pretty generically good card. Fairly powerful on its own.
Let's do this.
Definitely feels like we're sliding towards the dead side of the scale here.
It's playtime.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Borrower's out. Shaper Sanctuary in. Click submit angle. Our fish are fried. Mood. This is a Kumena bottom angle. Yeah, I think we're gonna push the Genshin story tomorrow afternoon after we finish Magic. think I hit AR 24 off stream. I've been doing the daily missions and some of the dungeons off stream, but I haven't touched the story stuff. We're gonna do that on stream together. My AR should be high enough at this point that we can sit down and do a bunch of it, I believe. Nice draw, a little bit of card advantage in the grindy matchup. You got stuck on the story, you gotta find a decent pyro character. I am fortunate and have Diluc. So if you need a good pyro, he should carry me through. What's going on, Blue Vader? Thanks for the 25 months, welcome back. Why are the gods so angry, chat? What did my fish ever do to them? Why, gods? Why? Alright, I would like a sea and sky and a Merrow Reejerey. You should be safe from fire in the water, Moon. This is the way we flash the fish, flash the fish, flash the fish. This is the way we flash the fish. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Do 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 do. If you're someone that's been chilling on Genshin, whether it's from the promo or not, you should pop into the subs Discord server. We've got a pretty active Genshin thread under the Gaming General category. Myself and others have been giving tips in. / getting tips in. Dude. Alright, so if I attack with everything and they go block here, they then need to jump here. The problem is Croxa's coming back next turn too. I feel like I need to push the damage while I can and get their stuff off the board. There's a chance that this just isn't a good attack, but... Alright, this puts them to 1, which turns off their pain lands. Okay, this puts them to 2, which means their pain lands are still on. One of their pain lands is still on, I should say. And that leaves me with 3 threats, so... They're hoping to peel an anger here, I suppose. The new Fish Lord is really good. Turning all your stuff into Curse Catchers is excellent. Channel lands are great. Is this a fatal push? This is a fatal push. They had to tap the... God bless. God bless us, everyone. Pain lands are certainly something. Our opponent's kingdom for a Blackcleave Cliffs, chat. Oh man, I liked my collected company. Punted by drawing it too soon. Oh, they have another discard spell? They must have second Thoughtseize, right? Okay. Those are definitely the right takes. Thankfully, the Thoughtseize bug is alive and well. Slide that right on out into play. Fast lands aren't good for control, so no fast lands for you. It hurts that you're so right. I feel pain knowing how correct you are. Nah, just look at the bunch of spot removal. Yeah, Pain lands are arguably better than fast lands for control a lot of the time. Ganymede Ryzen, thanks for hanging out for an entire year. Welcome back. Oh! If I would have played this proactively, I could have played around Bone Crusher Stomp by sacrificing it. That's a big deal and a big mistake. They have a 4/3 now. I didn't have to give them. Listen, chat, Merfolk Muldrifter and I, we go way back. Cast plenty of 5-mana Silvergill Adepts, okay? Still feels fine. Gosh, imagine if we were up a Shoreline Scout right now. Because I would have sequenced my Hexcatcher properly. We'll sack it to itself, so this way the Bone Crusher loses its target and doesn't get to go on an adventure. So long, friend. Just chilling here, hoping for companies and Silvergill Adepts. Check two, the audio. Looks good. Looks a-okay. Feels like the gods are about to be very angry with me, chat. I'm not trading with the Pyromancer because this way it gets exiled. Think we're in this game enough with the collected company that I'm going to chill for a turn or two. Obviously behind, but not completely out, I don't think. I'll hold one land because it's relatively free, but I'm going to play the second out each time in case we draw a Silvergill Adept for 5 mana that we want to play an additional spell after. Oh, also, chat, I have to share some sad news. In the world of continuingly baffling decisions that Twitch seems to be making lately, they do not intend to return the ability to vote in polls with bits. I'm told that they've just removed that feature and have no intention of bringing it back. Which is just wild to me. Yeah, it's really strange. Like a lot of their decisions, like, even if they're annoying for me, I can, like, see a business reason for it. But, like, it can't possibly cost them money to leave that feature in that they already coded, right, Cody? Yeah, it's weird. I can't possibly figure out the business reason for that to be. Yeah, maybe they hit legal. Maybe they hit legal with it. I guess that would make sense. That's the closest thing I can think of to making it make sense. I could see that being the case. Honestly, I'm gonna decline and just hope to draw a third land off the Silvergill Adept. That's true. How could it be considered gambling if there's no way to get the money back? Yeah, that's good. It's a good shout. Why not swap Breeding Pool for the drop? Because I'm dumb. Because my brain is bad. Well, no, you can't turn bits into channel points. That's different, Jumos. I'm not talking about the betting system that Twitch has at all. I'm talking purely about the run a poll and you contribute to the winning or losing the poll. Yes, Hexcatcher is also a combat trick, is accurate. If we lose by 2 life, it's because I didn't make a tropical island ship. I think we just play these out, right? Do I want to play these out for 2 points of damage? I think I might, actually. Yeah, I guess I might want to tap a Muxus. That's fair. I'll do 1 extra and I'll save the other. They might be weaning off bits as a whole. Why? Why would they want to do that? Bits is how Twitch takes a cut of direct donations on the platform. Trying to get rid of bits doesn't make any ounce of sense. Getting to tap a bunch of blockers here is pretty good, though. Alright, chat, this match is a big deal. It's for tribal dominance. We are asserting that our fishy swimmers are better than the goblins, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna cut Sea and Sky and keep the borrowers. These can tempo something in a key spot, I think. I guess, but even Patreon isn't a replacement for direct donations. Like, bits are like a direct donation. So, someday, Twitch will tell... the flip side of it is, I almost appreciate them telling me that bits and polls aren't coming back, as opposed to the ability to email my Twitch subscribers directly being returning soon for the last 2 years now. Just like, big oof. They're also, Twitch is also removing the ability to host other channels on the platform, which is a little annoying. I'll have to decide if I want to start actually raiding people or if I want to just sign off and not send viewers anywhere. So you'll still be able to raid other streamers, which pushes all of your viewers to their channel directly. So, like, I can almost understand that decision from we want people to use raids and not hosts. But, like, I honestly might just not host anyone when I'm done now. I think raids are a worse experience for a lot of people. I don't like forcibly changing the URL that people are watching. I think that's not great. No, watching announcements here is what we refer to as co-streaming. Hosting is like when you pull up my stream while I'm offline and like I'm hosting Steve My Cat or Mapamonte or another Magic streamer. We're just gonna die to this Muxus, right? I assume. Well, we'll put these into play and see if the Muxus bricks, but it's pretty unlikely. 26 months slam dunk is historic fun again. I I think Historic is the best it's been in a long time. I think current Historic is the best the format has been since Eldraine was printed. Alright, they kind of bricked. Can our company do enough heavy lifting to let us win the game? The viewers count towards the person you're hosting, not you. Alright, still very dead. Team Morocco wasn't a historic deck, though. That was a standard deck. If you haven't been keeping up with Historic Slam Dunksville, they finally nerfed Cauldron Familiar, and they nerfed Unholy Heat and Dragon Rage Chandler. So the format is no longer just a giant cluster of Cat Oven and Phoenix decks, which is nice. Deck variety. What's going on, Maddie? We're having an okay set with Fish, so I think I'm gonna finish this match and then play one more before we switch over to Unite, if you're home already. Do I have a link for the updates? Updates to what? If you're talking about the historic updates I'm talking about, those all happened months ago. Long time at this point. No, Phoenix has basically been non-existent on the ladder, which almost feels a little strange. Glasspool Mimic showing us why utility lands are great. I think the Shaman deck's fine right now. We played an updated variation to the Shaman deck a couple of weeks ago. That's very reasonable. You check on the YouTube channel, they're up there. Well, that's definitely the worst collecting company we've cast today. Yeah, I agree the Phoenix deck is probably still good. It's just also not super exciting to play, so people haven't been playing it. Well... kick the tires on nerfed Phoenix. Like I said, it's probably fine. So you just pump these up to trade with my scout, but I guess these are also lords, right? When their goblins die, they draw a bunch of cards too, though. I think I'm just passing for now. Feels like we're not great spot. Alright, chat. We have lost the match for asserting tribal dominance. Let's fire up at least one more here. This deck's felt okay. It hasn't felt good into the red-black mid-range variations. remember what Goblin... Can we like, have story time with Papa Jeff and talk about when Goblin Ringleader drawing 2 or 3 cards was what you feared out of the Goblin's deck? And you were like, oh no, can I grind out this Goblin Divination over the course of the next 3 or 4 turns? And now Muxus is just like, nah, you're dead right now. Kill you. Oh man, Goblin Pile Driver. It's got protection from blue and attacks past Delver. Cavern of Souls. Found the dirty control player. Found the dirty control player. You know what, D20 Bandit? I was a responsible adult, and after being annoyed at my Reddit post getting removed by idiot moderators all morning, I just deleted my Reddit account because I don't use it for anything other than occasionally posting on the Unite subreddit and responding to comments there, and it's just like not worth. Social media sucks. The less social media you use, the happier you will be. And I decided to make myself happier and just delete a social media account. We have Aether Vial and Historic as a treat. No, that's too good against control. Man, the 2-minute pairing into the Diamond versus rank 700 Mythic player. Why was it removed? One of the reasons the moderator gave me for why they removed it was because they disagreed with where I ranked some of the characters. So just like actual full-on nonsense. Yeah. Hey, look, a Lethal Lord. I mean, even if I wasn't someone who was literally paid by the Pokemon company to like articulate my opinions on the game, that's still an awful reason to delete a tier list post, right? Like, it shouldn't matter who I am. That should not be remotely in the list of reasons you take a post down. If the actual content is bad, you should let the downvotes and upvotes take care of the bad content that's not wanted. It was always, so the Unite subreddit is worse than most, but it was always kind of strange to me how strict a lot of subreddits are with how they moderate. It's like, what's the point of the upvote downvote system if you're not going to let upvotes and downvotes decide which content is allowed to be successful? We mulligan this, right? I guess it has a 1-drop. No 2-drop is pretty bad, though. I think the 2's more important than the 1 in this deck. Yeah, this is fine. We'll bottom the Glasspool. Also, to make my position on things on the internet clear, moderation is typically a good thing. And if you're creating a space for discussions, you should moderate those spaces. But unless content is hateful or vulgar or off topic, it should probably just be allowed to exist in whatever subreddit it's in, right? Hey, how are you liking the Fold 4? I was eyeing the Fold 4 as potentially my next phone. Is it sweet? Maybe lie to me. Maybe I don't need it. Wow, I can't believe they traded that. Do they have another one? They must have another one, right? There do exist highly curated subreddits with different downvotes, upvote system. Yeah, I guess, but that's not the point of this Unreal Me. If you've never been to the Pokemon Unite subreddit, a majority of the content there is low effort memes and shitposts and people complaining about their teammates or complaining about things being unbalanced. It's just like very typical like video game subreddit nonsense. Like, posts that have, like, actual discussions about the game are just, like, very few and far between. You know, I actually didn't mind the Runeterra subreddit for the most part. Press a pick. Maybe I'm supposed to take both the lords that are 2/2s. Oh, this is colored green because it makes green mana from the Wolf Willow. It's not non-land, it's green permanent. Arena just colored this green, so I thought maybe I could, but I can't. Okay, so I messed up here at the Lord a little bit, but they didn't catch it. If they'd have put their 3/3 in front of the Hexcatcher, my Hexcatcher would have died there. Yeah, opponent could have killed two. I also should have not taken Hexcatcher. I should have taken the other 2/2 Lord, but my opponent didn't punish me for it. Yeah, definitely. I made a mistake, and then they made a mistake back here. Have gusted their Nissa? Now we can. Oh, you have to. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so any Lord is lethal. They would be dead on board right now if I had taken the right Lord last turn. Which is sad. Alright, that's fine. That's lethal. Alright, my mostly blue aggro deck beat double shifting Ceratops. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. Okay, so 3 thoughts on this. First is that our matchup into other creature decks seemed very reasonable. Having 16, kind of 19 lords if we squint felt very powerful there. Hexcatcher felt nice for getting people in a lot of different spots, whether it was a combat trick or as an instant speed counterspell coming to the board. That being said, the interactive red-black matchups felt very challenging. It did not feel like I had nearly enough card advantage to be able to power through what they were doing. We have only Silvergill Adept and Collected Companies as ways to generate 2-for-1s in this deck, and I feel like I would want to try and find another card for the sideboard that could do that. Shaper Sanctuary did not feel good enough for that purpose. Maybe I would try something like a Realm Walker could be something offhand, or maybe there's some kind of Planeswalker we could board into that could be good. Well, so this draws cards, but it also doesn't really draw cards in the red-black matchup is the problem. Because in the red-black matchup, they're just killing and discarding everything that you play. So this never gets to actually generate a 2-for-1. These are cards that, so long as they don't get Thoughtseize, they at least, like, make value happen for you. So I would want something else that does that, right? Something that, even if it just eats a Doomblade right away, it generated some bit of card advantage. The other thing that is noteworthy about the set of games we just played is we played against Supreme Verdict 0 times, and I have to imagine that Supreme Verdict is rough for us, right? I have to imagine. So, if you like fishies, this seems like it has some potential, but there's definitely some details to clean up, I think.